In this day and age, we are thrilled to have you join us as we delve into the fascinating world of bats and discover their fascinating world. Until the young are completely weaned, which may take up to 6 months, the mother will stay with them and provide care for them. For the duration of this period, the young will remain with their mother, clinging to her while she is in the air, until they reach a size where they are capable of flying on their own. Once the puppies have reached the age of maturity, they are able to become self-sufficient and leave their mother in order to establish their territory and begin breeding. Flying foxes achieve their full maturity between the ages of 2 and 3 years old. The mating season takes place every year during the winter months, and the female will give birth to her offspring during the summer that follows. There are certain flying foxes that can live up to 30 years in the wild as a result of their extended lifespan. On the other hand, they are vulnerable to dangers such as the destruction of their habitat, the spread of illness, and poaching, all of which can affect their populations negatively. The term bat farm processing refers to the activities that are involved in the manufacturing and processing of bat meat, as well as other byproducts and goods. The breeding and growing of bats, the slaughtering, gutting, and cleaning of the carcasses, and the preparation of the meat for consumption or sale are all included in this process. The production of additional goods such as bat guano, which is used as fertilizer, bat oil, which is used in traditional medicine, and bat leather, which is used in clothes and accessories, may also be produced by bat farms. Chiroptericulture, which is another name for bat farming, is an ancient activity that dates back to the early civilization of China. During this time period, bats were domesticated for the purpose of harvesting their meat, fur, and its therapeutic benefits. The cultivation of bats in China began during the Tang dynasty, which lasted from 618 to 907 AD, and continued for centuries after that. Bats were brought up in caves or other specialized shelters, and their diet consisted of plants, fruits, and insects. In traditional Chinese medicine, bat droppings were considered to possess curative qualities and were effectively utilized to treat a wide range of diseases. The practice of bat farming was also carried out in various regions of the world, but for a variety of different reasons. Throughout Africa and South America, bats were bred for the purpose of harvesting their guano, which was thought to be an extremely useful fertilizer. Bats were known to be kept as pets throughout Europe, and in some instances, they were also used for the purpose of hunting insects. Due to the fact that there is a possibility that bats could pass diseases on to humans, bat farming has become a contentious topic in today's modern times. In light of the fact that bats are known to be carriers of zoonotic diseases, such as COVID-19, rabies, SARS, and Ebola, it is essential to draw attention to the fact that the eating of bat meat and other items derived from bats can present major health hazards. As a consequence of this, the commercial trade of bat meat and other byproducts is subject to stringent regulations in a number of countries. Furthermore, the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora prohibits the international trading of bats and bat products. As a result, certain nations have forbidden the farming of bats, while others have implemented stringent controls in order to guarantee that the appropriate cleanliness and safety requirements are attained. As a result of their consumption of large amounts of insects and their ability to pollinate plants, bats are considered by conservationists to play an essential part in the preservation of ecological equilibrium. Therefore, rather than exploiting bats for human purposes, they argue for the preservation of the natural ecosystem in which bats live. What are your plans for the day? The United States of America, China, Vietnam, Seychelles, the Philippines, Indonesia, Palau, Thailand, and Guam are among the countries and cultures within the Pacific Rim region that consume bats. Other countries and cultures that consume bats include those in Asia, Africa, and the Pacific Rim. While just 8% of the species of insectivorous bats are sought for food, 50% of the species of megabats are. Mariana fruit bats are regarded as a delicacy in the island nation of Guam. There is a meal known as bat adobo that is consumed by the people in the Philippines, particularly in Mayantok, Tarlac. During each hunting trip, locals are able to capture and kill several dozen megabats. Next, the bats are peeled, beheaded, and de-winged before being gutted, chopped, and cooked. Finally, the wings are removed. The guava is used to tenderize the meat, which is then seasoned and sautéed with onions, garlic, and soy sauce. This preparation is not too unlike to the traditional adobo that is prepared in the Philippines. In North Sulawesi, Indonesia, the Minahasan people prepare a delicacy called paniki, which is prepared from fruit bats. In addition, dishes such as soups, stews, and curries are produced with bat meat. Bat soup is regarded as a delicacy within the Palawan culture. A soup from Palau that is made with coconut milk, spices, and ginger utilizes fruit bats as one of its ingredients. The hot pot that is made with the whole bat can be found in certain restaurants in the southern region of China. The dish known as bat stew is a stew that is made from a variety of bats. There are variations of the meal that include the usage of fruit bats. In the cuisine of São Tomé and Príncipe, a estufa de morsco is a delicacy consisting of bat stew. This dish is typically eaten on saints' days and during celebrations throughout fiestas. As stated in the 1999 edition of the Oxford Companion to Food, the flavor of fruit bats is comparable to that of chicken, and they are considered to be clean animals because they only consume fruit as their primary source of nutrition. In addition to being grilled, barbecued, deep-fried, stewed, and stir-fried, bats can also be prepared in a variety of other food preparation methods. Each and every part of the bat can be cooked and consumed if it is deep-fried. For the production of bat guano, the feces and urine of bats are used. Bats generally roost in vast colonies within caves, and the buildup of their waste over time results in the formation of deposits of guano and other waste products. It is widely acknowledged that bat guano is among the most effective organic fertilizers. It has a high concentration of essential nutrients, minerals, and trace elements, in addition to beneficial microorganisms that improve the fertility of the soil and the health of plants. There is a high concentration of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in bat guano. Every nutrient is necessary for the growth of plants. By comparison to other organic fertilizers, such as compost, animal dung, and worm castings, bat guano contains a greater quantity of these nutrients than the other organic fertilizers. Plants have access to a supply of nourishment that is sustained for an extended period of time because the nutrients in bat guano are released gradually over time. The farmer will save both time and money as a result of this because there will be fewer applications of fertilizer required throughout the growing season. The increase in soil texture and structure that results from the addition of bat guano makes it simpler for plant roots to grow and gain access to water and nutrients. By enhancing the soil's capacity to store water and aerate, the organic matter that is found in bat guano helps to improve the health of the soil. Guano from bats is an alternative that is both sustainable and safe for the environment. In contrast to synthetic fertilizers, it does not cause any harm to the structure of the soil or pollute the waterways. When the appropriate quantity of bat guano is put to crops, the yields and quality of the crops are improved. In addition to becoming more resistant to disease, the plants also produce a greater quantity of flowers and fruits, and they become overall stronger and healthier. In conclusion, bat guano is an organic fertilizer that is not only beneficial to the environment, but also economical, highly effective, and affordable. It offers a number of advantages to farmers and the crops they cultivate. There are a multitude of benefits associated with bats, including 1. Bats are natural pest controllers because they consume insects like mosquitoes, moths, and flies, which are a nuisance to both humans and crops. Bats provide a natural solution to the problem of pests. 2. There are certain species of bats that play a vital role as pollinators, contributing to the success of plants and crops. It is possible that this is of utmost significance in regions where the population of other pollinators, such as bees, is decreasing. 3. Bats contribute to the process of seed dispersal by consuming fruit and distributing the seeds into the environment through their droppings. To fertilize the soil, guano, which is another name for bat droppings, is comprised of a high concentration of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, all of which are vital elements for the growth of plants. Natural fertilizer, made from guano, is not only beneficial to the environment, but also economical. Guano can be utilized in this capacity. 5. The research in medicine. It has been demonstrated through research that bats are capable of carrying certain viruses. Nevertheless, their immune systems enable them to withstand the diseases that are produced by these viruses. Consequently, this has resulted in significant scientific advancements in the study of diseases that affect both humans and animals. 6. Bats are an essential component in the preservation of an intact biodiversity. Farmers contribute to the preservation of ecological balance on their farms and in the surrounding areas by encouraging bat populations to continue to thrive. There is a correlation between the existence of bats and the state of an ecosystem's health, as bats play a significant part in the process of ecological balance maintenance. Furthermore, they serve as a source of nutrition for a wide variety of predators, such as hawks and owls. Throughout history, bats have held a significant place in a wide variety of civilizations and faiths. In certain societies, they have even been revered as gods. 9. Bat caves and tours that allow visitors to see bats are 2 examples of popular tourist destinations that benefit from the presence of bats. This may result in significant economic benefits for the communities that are located nearby. 10. Therefore, in order to protect the survival of bats, scientists propose that their natural habitats be preserved rather than being used for farming purposes. The pollination of plants and the consumption of huge amounts of insects, especially agricultural pests, are 2 of the most important functions that bats perform for ecosystems. The protection of existing bat roosts, the creation of artificial roosts, and the preservation and restoration of natural habitats are all examples of conservation initiatives that can be undertaken. Okay, I'm just going to have some watermelon for dinner. We are simply introducing them to a variety of things before they are served their primary meal of the day, which consists of little pieces of pear that have been peeled, skinned, and cored. Watermelon is one of my favorite fruits. What happened to my bottle, Mom? Have a wonderful day eating your watermelon, Sue. We appreciate you watching.